if you think, again, it's sort of, I keep using the real estate analogy. So yeah, for sure, if you say, what's a one-hit wonder, like one song, one band, worth versus maybe something in country versus hip hop, classic rock. What about a theme song, for a TV show that can be super lucrative, book royalties, film royalties, they're all different categories, but, no different than in real estate comparing, commercial to hotel to office to residential, you know, being in the country to being in the city, being in a growth market. So it's really just, different multiples for different reasons. We've tried to be, diversified, but the key ingredient, is to say we're trying to create a pension plan that grows for all of us as partners. And obviously you don't want to buy into something that's obviously going down and going to disappear. So, and obviously most songs in the song cycle question get the most play at the beginning when they're marketed, when they're on radio, where they pay the most. And unless it's a particularly good song that everybody likes, or it's been marketed or gone viral, then, it will go down to a lower level. And then you want to see that stabilize and then put a multiple on that stable / growing long-term cash flow.
So if I look at the real estate, like, I know the rent because you can just Google it, and rent will most likely only go up from here. So the cash, where your trading cash flow is. Whereas in this, I'm assuming, based on what I heard so far, you're looking at a past cash flow level, and hopefully, you start as projection, right? Is that how you guys are doing it in different scenarios?
Yeah, I think, maybe we can help a bit. It's, we can show you just a glimpse of, Connor, is it easy to pull up the 21, 22 year-over-year comparison of the catalog? Because then, we showed you the best example to answer that question was the Avicii, where you recall, it started at about 14,000,
right,
then 17,000, then 20, 24, and now we're at 27, 28, right? So when it's sort of, I think, putting the question back to you, how many years do you want to see and feel comfortable with the growth rate, the cash on cash yield, the variability quarter by quarter or seasonality, in order to be able to say, you know what, this is a good cash flow that I want to own for decades to come, right? Now, that's just to remind you when you look at that. So yeah, there's definitely a variability of 3, 4, 5, or 5 to 7 and 8. But that this the point is, this has gone up, the yield has gone up, the cash flow has gone up, and so we're more than happy with this example. If we could do this 1,000 times and have 20 million in cash flow, go public and trade at a 2% yield, the portfolio and the company would be worth $1 billion, right? So
no, very good. So I like this example because then it shows me, actually it grows. Now, is this the case with most of your other songs, or is this an outlier?
I would say the portfolio is divided into 1/3 of the portfolios, because we have about 27 catalogs now. About 1/3 of them are over 20% yield, 1/3 are between 10 and 19, and the balance, the final third, is between, call it 6 and 9%. So they're all all positive, all got different trajectories, and you can have some of that one-off stuff happen that puts you where you return to the level you were at before. So we had a couple of things happen that were positive surprises, like the Dire Straits, that MTV song they did, I Like My MTV, ended up in in a sync. We've seen Dancing in the Moonlight end up in a movie or TV show. Our anthem song, New York's, the Empire State of Mind, Jay-Z got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a couple of years ago, so that spiked it. So Rihanna made a comeback, so our interest in Don't Stop the Music, everybody started listening to all her stuff. But remember, we had this interruption for 3 years with COVID, so all the artists went back on the road, and maybe even just to make that point, think about the power. The world's in a terrible situation. Interest rates have gone up 10 times. We've got 2 wars and other ones brewing, and despite all of that, Taylor Swift and Beyonce go out on the road and generate over $1 billion each.
Right.
So it's the most important point is that it's a non-correlated, it's separate from the everyday economy
Right.
kind of business, right? So and again,
I
separating
think that's the
the
key. Yeah.